we are getting ready for our first trip in the RV. We have to get it all set and all lined out and everything loaded in it. We're going to be doing our test camp trip. This is to see if there's any major issues or things that we need to address before our big trip this August. It's already getting kind of warm in here. We don't have the AC on yet. We're just getting it running, getting the clean water tank filled, and getting ready to get on the road. So, sorry if it's been a delay in videos. All I did was paperwork, title, tags, all that fun jazz. So it was back and forth, and that's a commute in itself. Last week, unfortunately, my wonderful 3-year-old learned to share by giving me his cold. So me and him were down most of the week, so we didn't get a lot done, but we did complete a few things. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick walkthrough on what we've got done. What we have is, you guys have all seen the front. That's the bed for up here for my stepson, who we're picking up from the airport today. This is the couch. You can see I redid the upholstery. I didn't quite get the one cushion as tight as I would like it, but it'll do for now. We temporarily are leaving the captain chair out for this trip so that I can recover it. I didn't have enough fabric, and we don't necessarily need it for this trip. Here's the dinette. You guys saw my video on redoing the table. There's our little picnic table kind of thing that we use for everything. We've got it cleaned. We've got all of our lights redone. We got our bed set up. It's a little wrinkled because I had to walk on it. That's all set. You guys saw that we did the roof. We've got the new spigot, which we have to get a valve for because my husband dropped it somewhere. Other than that, we're about to get on the road. So, look forward to the videos coming up. Okay, so we're loading up and getting ready. If anyone has suggestions on better ways to fill your clean water tank, please put them in the comments below, because we could probably use a little advice. Alright, about to start our first trip. Everybody cross your fingers. So we're on our way. My husband and our oldest and our 2 girls are in the RV. And if you guys can see this little guy behind me pouting, he's very upset that because he has to be in the car seat, he's stuck in the van with Mama. He would much rather be riding in the RV and was really hoping he got to. So we're gonna try and get something special planned for him when we get there, but he's got to quit pouting first. And we are on our way to Natural Falls. Lincoln is in the RV. The girls have been returned to the minivan because they forgot to open the windows and the AC doesn't work real great while driving. The roof units work, well, at least one of the roof units work well enough to keep it cool in there when it's hot, because we tested them at home. But while driving, since our generator is not up and running yet, that is one of our next projects that we're trying to address. We will hopefully have that addressed soon. But so I have all little kids. The teenager is in the co-pilot seat of the Titanic with his dad, and we're on our way.
Reaction to those LEDs?
I love it, they're awesome.
That's awesome. We're driving this.
Well, the belts are squeaking quite a bit, a lot of howling. It's not too bad though right now.
No, it's actually doing really good. It drives pretty well.
Oh wow, we're leaning. I was in traffic where it was going to go. Hey, there's the curb. You feel the curb?
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure it was there. The state of Kansas asked me to make sure that curb was there, so I thought I'd do a curb check.
So the state of Kansas asked you if that curb was there?
Yeah, I got to report back to him that the curb is indeed right there.
All right, I'll make sure you do that. All right, Dad? Are you girls having fun back there? Nice. So I think we're stuck behind a truck for right now, right?
So what's going on, guys?
Well, looks like our filter's clogged.
And of course, I'm the one that's doing it. Because I enjoy this shit.
Lennox is our
Language.
I enjoy this
mechanic, so he can do it.
I'm the only one here that doesn't have a messed up body.
Hey, I'm not completely messed up. I'm better now.
Keep telling yourself that.
That one clear?
It's got the check valve. Should I cut the spring inside of it?
No, leave it. As
All
long
right.
as we'll get to where we're going and we can see if we can get one without a check valve.
Oh, I love check valves. Hold that for a second. I'm still getting it off. I've used my
Right
actual...
here, don't put the dirty one here. That's kind of white.
No kidding.
So, Lincoln, how far are we from our destination?
About 40 miles. We don't have far at all. Less than an hour, hopefully. She's running good, other than she's choking out again. I think it's the bad gas at the bottom of the gas tank is getting back up to the clogged filter, or back clogging up on the filter on the carb. Lennox is in there now changing the carb out. Hopefully we should be squared away and get that going good, and we'll be on the road here after a short 15-minute break.
And we're still driving. It is 10 o'clock. We're almost to our place. I feel very, very bad because we're pulling in so late, but it is what it is. It's hot. It's hot?
It's hot.
Where?
Everywhere except for here.
And this is?
Your room.
Was that intentional?
No. Is it unfair? Not really.
So, how was driving down here with Dad?
Both fun and scary at the same time, and this is coming from the kid that pushed his car to the limits.
Can you look at the camera?
It was fun because RV for the first time. It was scary because every single bump you could feel it sway. Every time the road dipped, it felt like we were going to tip over. Actually, that could have made it more fun than anything.
And any particular advice you offer to...
Don't buy old RV.
Why?
Unless you're prepared to do the work on it, which I was, because I knew I was going to have to do something.
To help us out.
Yeah.
We did a lot of work before you got here, though.
Yeah, but I still had to change the fuel filter again.
But that is...
That one bolt's a pain in the butt.
Agreed. So that's your commentary for this afternoon?
Although I would suggest buying an RV.
Yeah? Okay.
Much better than the camping in the tent, eh?
Oh yeah, it's a lot nicer.
Alrighty. Can you quit playing with your retainer?
It feels weird. I don't know why. I've had it in for the last 4 nights, but it feels weird tonight.
Yeah. Your commentary for we've arrived at our destination.
Still a little bit of sway. Not near as much sway in the steering as before I made the adjustment to the steering box. Much, much better than before. There's actually very little, the sway is not so much the steering, it's the bobbing with the dips in the road. It pulls quite a bit to the right, and then it jumps to the left on braking. So those are really the only gripes I have.
So it does the opposite of my car. My car jumps to the right.
Oh, well, either way, it's not too bad. I'm hoping we can run through all the rest of that bad gas so we don't have to make stops and constantly make stops and change those fuel filters out on the carburetor, which wasn't too bad. Lennox got it done for us in what, about 15 minutes?
10, 15, yeah.
15 minutes
Total.
Total. Pulling out tools, putting tools away. 15 minutes, I'd say.
Luckily, we knew to expect it, so we had the parts we needed.
Arrived too late to get the propane tank filled. That kind of irks me a little bit because I'd really like to have that thing going properly.
What time did we finally get here?
Just after 10, a little bit after 10.
So we were bad RVers tonight.
You know what? This doesn't seem like too finicky of a place. Too much. Like the guy came out, we pulled up. He was just coming out and packing up some things and stuff. And but everybody else around here seemed pretty quiet and locked up for the night. But it didn't seem like we were making too much noise.
And we did turn all our motors off.
I cut the lights as soon as I got here. I cut the lights to back in and everything. So I think I did all right, being courteous as I could be. I think I did a pretty good job with my first back in too. That was sweet. I just slid right in around trees and everything.
So one thing I noticed was the RV did look leveled.
Oh, it's driving a lot better level. I got the tires, I think I got the tires dialed in pretty well, as far as a little bit light on the driver's side and a little bit over on the passenger side. Seems to have brought it up.
Now, the one thing we did talk about that we noticed, that I noticed when we were first made, so we parked the RV at a gas station that's just down the road from our house.
Just to save us the 17-mile drive into town and out of town again with the RV once we picked up Lennox at the airport.
Yeah, because we had to pick up our oldest from the airport at 4 o'clock, and we didn't want to drive the RV 2 hours up into Kansas City and then 2 hours back down to continue to go south.
Especially with the great gas mileage we get on
wonderful gas mileage. You know, it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
Don't forget about the crack in the sink.
Although you don't buy a Class A if you want gas mileage.
No, you buy it because you've got a family of 6 and you need somewhere for everyone to sleep comfortably when you have big road trips coming up. And you don't want to have to unpack and pack into tents all the time. And you want some minuscule conveniences. Unfortunately, we did get here, part of the reason we got here late, he had to go down to the public shower. Because we do not have...
We were not able to flush all of the antifreeze out. We didn't have a place to dump the gray and black tanks at the house. So we weren't able to flush all of the antifreeze out. I got most out of the cold water lines are pretty clear, and the water's coming through there pretty good. But the hot water tanks still foamy and spitting out quite a bit of antifreeze. So tomorrow we're gonna fill up the tank the rest of the way, blowing out the hot water tank and getting those lines clean, and then drive her over to the dump station, dump her, and hopefully we could get a good flush through her before tomorrow night, and showers and stuff for everybody else.
So the one thing we should probably see when we get to our new house is where the clean out is, and see if the city that we're moving to allows us to dump into the sewer system. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Where we currently live, that is not allowed.
And there's also not cleanouts.
Well, no,
we don't have a cleanout.
We used to have a cleanout until we redid our sewer line, and we're told by the people redoing our sewer line that it was no longer necessary.
And we couldn't get the RV over to that side to dump it.
No, because it was a weird spot. Do we still have, and we got rid of the cleanout on the other side too. There was a cleanout.
Where was that one?
Remember?
That was in the backyard.
No, it's where the dog run is now. The black pipe that we changed when we redid the bathroom.
That's not a cleanout. That was the vent. That was the vent.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't a cleanout.
Okay. So.
Oh yeah, and Lennox is reminding us to mention that we found a crack in the sink that.
Yes, we can't use the bathroom sink.
Why do you keep touching your nose? Oh.
Because my nose itches, and I'm covering the fact that my nose is still dry from my lovely cold that our son gave me. So, yes, there is a crack in our sink. We can't use it. That kind of sucks, because we've worked really hard on teaching our children to wash their hands after they go to the restroom. So the
you can still use the kitchen sink though, as long as they don't use the hot water, and then they're washing their hands with antifreeze.
Which isn't a good idea.
We're going to use hand sanitizer until we make sure the antifreeze is out.
Yeah, especially with antifreeze in the sink.
Alright. Well, we're going to close it up for the night.
That's day one.
That's day one. See you guys later.
Bye.